of it a Week 7, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
They'll get that complete to Harrison. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up second down. The Cardinals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. That is caught. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest. That's
complete to Dobbs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Cover 38.
On 4th down, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Cut.
Love, they go play action now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Walter Nolan able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Greg Dortch deep for Arizona. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
48-yard line. On first down, it's Benson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You look at this Packers defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
from just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the double. Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. Musgrave's got it out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Black, 95. Check, huh?
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
10 Black. Ready?
Play action this time with Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Benson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum in removing the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Love from the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jordan Birch in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
52 book. Cut.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one? It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
On the ready. Here we go. Cut.
Now Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's brought down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10.
Down.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
32.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
The 26-yard line.
Ready. Yellow, ready.
On play action. Love to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And blocked down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Set, ready.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Dobbs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Goes right back to McBride. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray going to throw. He'll get this to DiMercado. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
2.
Now Murray again. It's brought in by Wilson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Easy.
Murray to air it out again. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Chad Ryland on for the Arizona field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Stopped by Garrett Williams. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Ready.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Yellow. Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Ready. Blue 32. Ready.
Glove. It's It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, when the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Come on, set. Red, 38.
They'll send Watson in motion right. Love now. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
30.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2nd down and 6 now.
Down. Right. 95. Set.
Off the play fake, Love. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Yellow, 22.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
Just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, 28 yards. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. There's no doubt.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Love looking to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really trying to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
That's one.
Murray now. Delivers on the front. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That pass completed to Dortch. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Push. Let's go. Hey, shift. 2-2.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Catch made right side by Wilson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again, Murray. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this one-away contest.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Cardinals, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Benson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. Now Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trey McBride, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Benson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work in the whole hard and finish in the end zone.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Love. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackler.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
And Murray's going to keep this.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
Well, this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Murray flicks this forward on a jet sweep. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.